Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Olivia here with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I'm going to share with you guys some DIY Dollar Tree fairy gardens. Also, if you guys are new, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of my crazy crafting fun and the DIY family here on my channel. To create my fairy garden base, I'm going to use a plastic storage container from Dollar Tree and some of the wooden tower game blocks. I'm going to take 3 of the blocks and glue them together and then hot glue them to the top of the storage box. So I flipped the storage container over because I want to create a base to build my fairy garden on. This fairy garden is going to be an indoor fairy garden. Eventually, once it becomes spring and summer, I'll do some outdoor fairy gardens, but I want this to be inside, and so I'm not using any dirt in it. So I'm just going to glue underneath that last third block, and then that's going to help that block stay on, and that's going to create my base. So I'm just going to continue to glue 4 blocks until I get all the way down the whole storage box, and then I go to the end and you can glue on 2 sets of blocks. So also just remember, you can cover any gluey spots with some moss. You can also get the moss at Dollar Tree as well. Once you get to the end of your fairy garden base, you can glue some more blocks up and down, and that will kind of cover the ends. And again, you can fill in any gaps with just some silk flower leaves or some of that moss. I also created a fairy garden stairway with some more blocks and then some pine cones to kind of cover up my work. And then once I have the steps ready, I'm going to use one of those pieces of Dollar Tree sheet moss. I'm going to cut it to the size that I want it, and it actually fits almost perfectly on the base of our little fairy garden. And then I'm going to add in my cute little fairy garden house. I had this wooden napkin ring holder that I found at the thrift store, and I'm going to use this to give my Dollar Tree fairy garden house some height, but you could definitely just glue it straight onto the moss. Now I'm going to create a fairy garden pathway, so I'm going to use scissors to kind of push the moss aside because I want to make like a little garden path for my fairies. So the scissors work well just to kind of push that moss aside and then save it so you can fill in any gaps. And then I'm using some Dollar Tree popsicle sticks. I'm just going to glue along the bottom and then put them in for the walkway. I also collected some rocks from outside, and I'm going to add some hot glue to the center of my pathway and just add some rocks in. So I just glued onto the pathway and just added my pebbles in. Now comes the fun part of decorating my fairy garden. I'm just adding in this cute little Dollar Tree fairy garden welcome sign and then some fake flowers and palm fronds to kind of create a little forest in the back of my fairy house. To give my fairy garden this woodsy appearance, I'm just adding in some moss to the edges and also some little trailing vines from some greenery that I had left over from the Christmas season. I decided that my fairy needed a fairy garden bench in her garden, and so I just took a small twig from outside and I used wire cutters and cut it up, and I'm going to glue the twigs together to create a seat for the little garden bench, and then I'm going to hot glue 2 little sticks on the bottom to kind of create legs for the fairy garden bench. Fairy garden furniture is so fun to make. You guys can really get creative with this. My fairies need somewhere to go swimming, and so we're going to make a fairy garden swimming pool. Just take your fairy garden packaging that the fairies comes in, cut it out into a blue circle and then the bottom of a water bottle. Glue your blue circle down and then a tiny bit of glue on your water bottle to hold it down, and then you can add some pebbles and rocks around your fairy garden to kind of create this little garden oasis pool. And then once that's done, I add in some water and then also some big chunky blue glitter. Dollar Tree also carries crystals that you can grow that turn into these jelly-like squares, and they work perfectly for a fairy garden. My daughter and I were so excited to find a use for those. They're in the kids section at Dollar Tree. The other thing you can reuse off of your fairy garden package are the little mushrooms. They're little cardboard mushrooms and snails. Just cut those out and your fairy garden will have some cute little fairy mushrooms along with the pool, your cute little gnomes, the home. And I also added in this darling little fairy garden bunny, and here it is, so adorable. My daughter came home and was so in love with this fairy garden, we had to create one for her. So I'm going to share with you guys how we created hers next. Now we're going to create my daughter's fairy garden, and she did the majority of this herself. She wanted to use the wooden blocks that were more of the cream color, and she glued hers up and down, which worked really well too. And now you can see she's just hot gluing her moss to the base of her fairy garden. We actually went back the other day to Dollar Tree to find more fairy garden supplies, and they were sold out. So if you guys have a chance to find this stuff, definitely go for it. She then wanted to make some stairs for her fairy garden home so they could get up to their cute little house. She chose the house with little pink flowers, and so you're going to see her add in some pink flowers to go along with her fairy garden aesthetic. My daughter also had this really cool idea to accent her fairy garden with these little petals. So she took a Dollar Tree daisy and just cut the petals off and then hot glued the petals individually to the edge of her fairy garden. I really loved how this looked. It really made it feel like a fairy oasis. And then she also glued tiny pebbles to the top of her fairy garden blooming petals. Now comes the fun part of adding those finishing touches to her fairy garden. She added in a welcome sign by her front door. Also notice how she added in some pink flowers to the back of her fairy garden house to accent and blend in with those little petals that she added to the front. She designed this home herself. And also, just to let you guys know, she's a little bit older, so she uses a glue gun just fine, but if you do have little ones, you probably want to supervise their use of the hot glue gun. And we're just adding in some more moss to fill in by her pathway. We also added in a bunny and I believe a porcupine. We did not hot glue our fairies or our animals onto our fairy garden because we wanted to be a bit of the option to kind of play with them and move them around. We ended up displaying them on our entryway table, and they're so fun and so adorable. I really hope you guys are enjoying this craft and are super inspired to create a fairy garden of your own. I want to thank you all so much for joining us on this fairy garden adventure. We had so much fun putting these together. These are a great project to do for little ones or just for yourself. I found it so fun and so enjoyable. And also, you guys really can create a fairy garden base out of almost anything, whether it be a cardboard box, a clay pot, or a plastic container like we used. You can also do outdoor fairy gardens where you use real dirt and real plants, which I hope to do this spring or summer. Thank you guys so much for all of your kind comments. You all mean the world to me. If you're new, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of my YouTube family. And if you guys like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. I love you so much, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.